Good morning, guys. Welcome to Miranda Detailing. I'm going to bring you along today on two jobs. We have one mobile and then one here back at the shop. The first mobile job is actually a customer we have had since the beginning of our detailing journey, beginning of our business. And we actually have a couple of customers like that we still maintain their vehicles to this day, which is awesome. That's so nice to have. And they've seen us grow and expand and all that good stuff, which is really cool. So the first job is a newer Audi Q5, I believe. And we're going to be doing our express or maintenance detail. We do this one quarterly. It doesn't have a coating or anything like that. The customer just wants us to take care of the vehicle on a quarterly basis just to keep it clean and make it look good. So as far as protection on it, I actually forget what protection I put on it last time because I didn't film it. Really, it doesn't matter. By this time, it gets pretty grungy, so we start with the full process. The whole rinsing, APC rinsing, everything. The wheels are usually bad. The paint usually has artillery fungus on it because of where she has to park. But to the new location now, a new place, hopefully that won't be an issue anymore. We'll see. We'll bring you guys along, show you bits and pieces along the way. This is not going to be a full tutorial or anything like that. Just want to bring you guys along. So right now, I'm prepping the trailer. I actually just got a bunch of my chemicals here. And I think, I don't know, it's just kind of a toss-up. I have a couple of different products here. I have the Art to Shine Graphene Detailer. I still have a little bit of that left. I like that. And I also have the AM Details detailer, their hybrid detailer, which I really like this stuff. Very easy to use, and you can use it as a drying aid as well, which is pretty cool. So we might use this on the Audi. We'll see. Doesn't matter what we use. You know, when it comes to products, I really don't care that much. I am not that picky. I'm no longer going to do product reviews because it means nothing. Every single review is opinionated and biased according to their own testing. In the real world, with innumerable variables, that type of testing only goes so far. It's for them. They're testing it according to their needs, their wants, their opinions, their idea of what they want to test. And that's okay. But, again, it's opinionated. So if you are the type of person that you have to go on YouTube to find a review on a certain product and trust it, look guys, you may be disappointed. What one person says is great may not be great for you. Doesn't mean the product is actually bad. That's why I'm never going to do a bad review on a product, because I don't believe in a truly bad product. I know there are some products out there that people just truly hate. They've done all their testing, blah blah blah, and for whatever reason, maybe it is not that great of a product. The marketing is just bad on it. They charge too much for what it is, all of that. But, again, I don't care. If you want to reach out to find a product that you want, buy it yourself and try it out yourself. Don't rely on just reviews. Don't. Look at reviews just for a basis. That's all. Look at the application and look at their results. Great, whatever. I don't care. Really, it doesn't make a difference to me. I use products that people hate, like Torque. I still use the Torque detail spray. I use their Mirror Shine and their Ceramic Shine. Their Ceramic Shine is awesome. The Torque regular Mirror Shine stuff, it's okay. You know, it might be overpriced a little bit, but there's tons of products that are overpriced. Is the Rupes polisher overpriced? Yeah, it is. My little SPTA polisher right over there, 200 bucks. I use it over the Rupes all the time. So what does that say? It's my preference. It's my opinion. I can make whatever I need to make work. Do that for yourself. Don't just rely on reviews, and review it yourself. Don't just look online for positive and negative reviews and pick on people for not making negative reviews, blah, blah, blah. Whee! Come on, that's ridiculous. Be a man or woman and do it yourself. All right, rant over. Let's get on with the day. Okay guys, first job, we just did the whole APC, we just foamed it, and doing our contact wash. And I'm only going to film a little bit of this because, well, we are in sun, even though it's not super hot out. Got to work a little fast. Wash process is done, and we're going to use a spray sealant as a drying aid and protection, basically. Everything looks nice and clean. Cool. Oh, that worked great as a drying aid, huh? Nice. I want some. I want some. Oh, cool. Whoa. It beads up right away. Well, look at that. Would you just look at that? That is some niceness right there. All right. Oh, I like that. Whoa. That was super easy. And really, the protection on this was pretty much dead. And even though it's a maintenance or express detail, we still APC rinsed it. I'll explain that more later on about when to use an APC rinse instead of just your traditional wash. We're done. Audi is looking great. You saw, I was actually just power washing these for our customer. She wants to knock all the pollen off. These are just outdoor mats. So just power wash them, sit in the sun for a couple hours, they'll dry. But this is looking great. The paint is super bright and very, oh my gosh, very, very slick. Last time we actually clay barred this. I forget what we put on it. We put some sort of wax on it, but didn't really last 3 months. Didn't expect it to, because this is probably taken through car washes and such, which, not a big deal. It's all right. We clean it, we protect it. Inside's looking nice. There we go. Awesome. All right. Now, packed up everything and on to the next job, which we actually have at home waiting for us. One more thing to note. When do you use an APC rinse? I've been getting a lot of questions because of that video that I put in the card. And basically that's showing our APC rinse process. The majority of our customers, their vehicles are trashed. And even our maintenance vehicles, we don't do monthly maintenance. We do quarterly. By that time, whatever we put on there is most likely worn off, waxes or sealants, because we're not, maintaining them in between. That's just not our business. We don't do that. So we allow the customer to do whatever they want. So it's not about putting the best wax or sealant on there, the most durable, to make sure that it lasts 6 months or anything like that. It doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't. I don't care. So the APC rinse is going to be every time we do a full detail and sometimes on maintenance details. It depends. If it's a ceramic coated vehicle, no, we don't need to do that. But if it's a vehicle like this that it was just a wax or a sealant, then yeah, it might need that because it's pretty bad. The wax or sealant is gone and we just got to start over. So even the stuff we put on here, the AM Details Hybrid Detailer, that stuff can last a few months. By the time we get back to it, who knows, it might be gone, might still be hanging on. Doesn't matter. We'll just clean it again and reapply it. I'm not really that concerned about a product having to last till we get to it. You know what? This is the real world. All the variables that come into play, whether the person brings it to a car wash, washes it themselves, goes through tons and tons of, weather, and rain and all that stuff, who knows? I really don't care. We're just here to clean and protect each time. That's our job, and that's what I'm concerned about. And I'm concerned about the customer being happy, not about the durability of the product. It doesn't matter to me anymore. So let's get started on that other job. Okay, now we're home and we have this job waiting for us. We do this truck pretty often. Every few months or so it comes back, and it's pretty trashed. So it's a work truck. It's got huge tires. The sides always get trashed with all sorts of gunk. I forget what I put on this last time, but again, it doesn't matter to me. We're gonna clean it, APC rinse it, and put protection on it again. It's just constant cleaning and applying of protection. Whether it lasts or not, I don't care. It does not matter to me. So let's get to cleaning it. We got those mats to do. We also have the interior, so we'll show a little bit of everything. Okay, well, even though we did the APC rinse, I remember what I put on here. It was AM Seal, I believe. I think. I'll have to go back and look. Well, whatever I put on here, it's actually beating up really nice. Protection is still there. And even though we did an APC rinse to get all that grunginess off, it is still beating and sheeting. So that's great. All right, excellent. So we just completed, well, partially completed the exterior. We're still doing some of the trim. We used a sealant, a graphene sealant on the paint itself from Art to Shine. And then we're using something else for this trim because this stuff is annoying to us. It's not black textured, plastic like that. It's just a matte finish, satin finish type of plastic flat material. So you could put the, graphene sealant on it, or we can put a better coating on it. So we're using Geon Can Coat. We've learned it works really well on trim. So with this type of stuff, I know it's not necessarily trim, but it works the same way. It works really, really well. So hopefully next time we see the truck, we'll see how this is doing. But you can also put it on this. So it was just applied to the black plastic around the vehicle. So I already hit the cowl and the whole front area, all the little plastic bits in here, with the aerosol trim shine. So this I didn't do with the Geon Can Coat, but the rest of that plastic and these fenders we did. So we'll probably use the graphene detailer on the wheels as well, dress the tires, and we're going to start on the inside of this. There's a few little things that we're going to attack. For instance, this. If it doesn't come out with just cleaner, then we'll have to steam it. Carpets are really not horrible. So we vacuum, and then we can spray a little bit of an APC, but you can use whatever APC you want. We have, we mixed up a little bit of the Art to Shine organic one. This is a higher alkaline. Or you can use a pH neutral one, which I think this one was the pH neutral one. They're citrus cleaner. So either one is fine, but if you're working with lighter colored material, like light colored beige carpets, and you're worried about oxidation or, you know, a little bit of wicking or something like that, or the stain returning, then you can use a pH neutral one. But usually when we do our damp shampoo method, that's not our coin phrase, I got that from someone else, then all you need to do is just spritz a little bit onto the carpet after you vacuum it. Use a damp towel to wipe away stains and clean the surface, and you're only cleaning the surface. You're not oversaturating. So when it dries within like 5 minutes or less, and you're good to go. So we've learned that little trick without having to pull out the steamer and extractor and all that stuff. It's a little stains here and there, then you don't need to pull out the steamer or the extractor just for this. Don't do that. Don't waste your time. At least we're not. So we'll do the interior here in just a moment. We'll knock that out pretty quickly, actually. That shouldn't be too bad. I mean, there's some areas like this that obviously need some heavy cleaning, but other areas not so much. So determine what needs to be cleaned, concentrate on those. Everything else, light wipe down, and you're good to go.
Oh.
Nice. This stuff is pretty potent, pretty stinky, so she had to use a mask. Say it, babe.
I was born in the darkness.
Classic Bane. now she's done. Beautiful. Giant wheels and tires, all cleaned, protected, dressed. Paint's looking great, trim is looking great. Just did the windshield. Awesome. And the interior also looks great. All the leather has been cleaned. This little area didn't even need to be steamed. We just used that little scrubby mitt from Auto Fiber and some leather cleaner from Meguiar's. Perfect. Looks beautiful. All the carpets are nice and fresh. Door jambs are protected as well. So hopefully when this thing comes back, it will be much easier to clean. And again, like I mentioned, even if the protection we put on the paint, the Art to Shine graphene sealant, if that doesn't last the usual 2 to 3 months, he'll be back probably in about 2 months or so. Then it doesn't matter. I don't care. Whatever we put on here before, it wasn't AM Seal, it was something else. Now that my wife and I talked about it, I think we applied Technician's Choice, the ceramic detail spray. Because we did it on location last time at his location, and we were on the street, and we had to work quickly, and we needed something that would work very fast. So we used that Technician's Choice ceramic detail spray. So I believe that's what was on here, and it did hold up really well. Even down here when we did the APC rinse and washed everything, the beading actually kind of came back a little bit. So that was great. It cleaned up easier. So that's what we want. Even if the protection doesn't necessarily last to the point where it's perfectly beading, it's still going to be hanging on there, and it'll make the subsequent cleaning much easier. What are you doing?
Cleaning glass!